Amy.
And I'm Alden.
And this is Arts with Amy and Alden.
This week we're learning about Kwanzaa with Nia, Nyeemah, Adrian, and Arabia. Today we are going to draw a Kwanzaa table setting. During the 7 days of Kwanzaa, the table is decorated with the essential symbols of Kwanzaa, such as the kinara and the mkeka.
So to start our table, I am going to draw a very long rectangle near the bottom of my page. So I'm holding my paper sideways, and then I'm doing a rectangle right there at the bottom. And then coming out from the rectangle on both sides, I'm just going to draw a straight line down. So it's already looking like a table. So I have these two straight lines here, two on the other side for the leg, because we have all these things on our table and it's going to overlap that back line. So we don't want to draw the whole table yet. We're just going to draw this part here. I'm going to draw a diagonal line going towards the center from each corner, but I'm not going to finish drawing the table until we're done. So this is how it's going to be while we add stuff, so that it'll look like it's in front. So the most recognizable symbol, I think, for Kwanzaa is all those candles. So you guys have to tell me exactly what it's called.
Kinara?
Do you put new candles in every night?
No, we usually wait till they burn out.
Yeah. View.
These are the candles.
Wow, they're super pretty. They're also huge. The one I'm going to draw is not going to be quite so big as yours is, and I'm going to keep it very simple. So I saw sometimes it's just a rectangle, sometimes it'll have even more decoration. I'm going to draw, it's almost a rectangle, but two of the sides are coming in towards each other. I'm going to zoom in for you so you can see. So there are how many candles?
Seven.
And the one in the middle is what color?
Black.
So to draw a candle is really simple, right? All it is a rectangle, and on top of the rectangle it's like a little swoop. It means there's one big one in the center, and then I'm going to do three smaller ones on each side.
And then you'll have yourself a kinara.
Kinara. Am I saying it right? Kinara.
Yes.
What are some other things on your table?
We have a basket of vegetables and fruit.
A basket of vegetables and fruit. Why is there a basket of fruits and vegetables on your table?
It represents the first harvest.
To draw a basket, I'm just going to make an oval shape right here. And then a U under it. And if you want to make it look like a woven basket, you can put some little stripes on it going around. So now it looks kind of like a woven basket. And then you can fill it with fruits. Generally, I feel like a lot of the fruits and vegetables are kind of rounded shapes. And so then I saw on some other tables that corn played a pretty prominent role. So I'm going to just draw an ear of corn kind of off to the side. So that's shaped kind of like an oval. And then it's got some of those little kernels. So you just kind of draw some, again, just like the basket, over straight lines. And then you need that husk comes out of the corn. So we've got the kinara. We've got some fruits and vegetables. What else do you have on your table?
Oh, the drum.
Oh, you have a drum. That's right. I saw that on some tables and I didn't see them on all of them, so I didn't include it in my first picture, but let's draw it now. It has such a great shape to it. So for a drum, I'm going to draw it back here, and I'm just going to draw a straight line going across. And then from that straight line, I'm going to curve down on one side and then curve down on the other side. And then come back out. So it's like in, out, whoop, whoop, in, out, and then a line. And look, mine is now behind the fruit. So I'm gonna use this overlapping to make it look like the fruit is in front of the drum. And then you can kind of decorate your drum however you want, maybe with some lines. Okay, Kinara, fruit and vegetables, drum. What else do we need?
The unity cup.
Unity cup. What's your unity cup made from? Is it also wood?
Also wood.
Wow.
Not very thick.
Is it fragile?
It's not very fragile, but it can crack if you.
Yeah. You drink from the unity cup, but what do you drink?
It's just water.
Then to draw, I'm gonna draw your cup because I love how that looks. We're gonna draw an oval, a little tiny one, and I'm drawing it right here next to the candles. So I have an oval with 2 straight lines coming down to make it look like a cylinder, and then a curve at the bottom. And we want to add that really pretty handle. So I'm just gonna go up, swoop over, and come back down. Ooh, there's a unity cup. And is there anything else we're missing?
The mat that goes under the.
Yes, you need the mat.
What is the mat called?
MK cup.
So I'm gonna draw it under, so it looks like the kinara is on top of it. So from the kinara, I'm gonna make a diagonal line on both sides. So you can see right here and right here. And then I'm going to connect that together. So now it looks like there's this mat underneath. And again, we want to make it look woven. There's a lot of woven and wooden stuff. So I'm gonna draw some lines going across there to kind of make it look like it's a woven mat. Okay, there was one other thing I saw on some tables. I didn't see it on all the tables I was looking at, but presents. Do you guys do presents at all?
On the last day.
On the last day, you you have a little gift?
But the presents have to be educational.
Ooh, I like that idea. The presents have to be educational. So if you want, you can add a present to your table. I had one right here in the corner with just a box and a little bow on it. I think there's not really enough room on this table because we drew the drum. So I'm gonna keep it like this. And the last step of drawing is now we have to draw that back line of the table. And because it's back here, it's getting covered up by most of this stuff. So every time I see where it would be, see it would kind of be there, maybe a little bit in between these candles. But every time I get to an object, I want to make sure I don't draw on top of that object. So that way it looks like it's in the background and all these things are on top of each other, overlapping each other. Then of course, you color it in however you want. Look, I used a ton of brown because there's so much wood.
While you are finishing your beautiful creations, it is now time for us to play a Versus Alden.
So this means you guys are gonna be the judge and you're gonna decide who this week's winner is. So we only have 30 seconds. I'm gonna create art in 30 seconds and Alden is gonna sing a song. We were thinking it would be fun to try to go through the principles of Kwanzaa. So we use different materials each time. So today I'm going to be using all my glittery gel pens.
Today I am using my lovely djembe drum in honor of Kwanzaa, since drumming is something that's pretty central, I found in a lot of places, to the tradition. And I might be adding some singing. We'll see. I'm gonna do my best, but you know, these are a little abstract, so we'll have to see what I come up with.
So Nia chose Nia, which means purpose.
Yes, purpose. Or you know what your mission is. All right, I'm getting my timer out. Ready in 3, in 2, and in 1. I know my purpose. Know what I must do. My purpose. I'll tell it here for you. My purpose. Purpose yet to do. My purpose. I know what I must do. My purpose. It's done. The time is up.
I
That's
know.
cheating.
I did. This is hard. Look at that though.
30 seconds is tricky. All right, Mia, who do you think the winner of that round was?
Did you like Alden's song about purpose or my lovely block letters with the zigzag?
I like both.
That's fine. You can like both. That's a point for both of us then. Who wants to go next and tell us your favorite principle?
How about Nyeemah?
Excellent. So, Amy, Nyeemah is collective work and responsibility, or we work together. Okay, ready?
Mm-hmm.
In 3, in 2, and in 1. He wear no shoe shine, he got no jam football, he got monkey finger, he shoot Coca-Cola, he say, I know you and you know me. One thing I can tell you is you got to be free. Come together right now over me.
Fancy. So because it was coming together, I thought it was appropriate to do cursive because all of the letters come together.
So I do really like the cursive letters, but I also like how Cook you thought of those lyrics. So I'll give the point to you, Miss Bubbins.
Can I tell you though, those lyrics, that was already a song, right?
I did think of the song on the spot, but it is a song by the Beatles, right? Yep. All right, what about you, Nyeemah? You have a favorite?
I'll go with Imani.
All right.
Imani. Remind me again what Imani means?
Imani means faith.
Faith.
All right, are you ready, Amy?
Yeah.
Faith. In 3, in 2, and in 1. 'Cause you gotta have faith for faith for faith. You gotta have faith for faith for faith. You gotta have faith for faith for faith. You gotta have faith. You gotta have faith for faith for faith. You gotta have faith for faith for faith. You gotta have faith for faith for faith. You gotta have faith.
Okay. So here's my Imani. The reason I did it like this is because like faith isn't something you can see, and it's just something you have to like believe in.
I guess I'm gonna have to go with Miss Heilman.
Woohoo!
I agree with that decision, Nyeemah.
Is it tied?
Yes.
Hey, Adrian.
I'm gonna go for you, Jama.
So that one is cooperative economics, or like we make sure that everybody has enough. If
So
that makes
everyone has
Yeah.
enough.
yeah.
Sharing is caring.
In 3, you ready?
Yeah.
In 2, and in 1. Everybody's got something to share. Everybody can show you that you care. We can take and give and make sure there's enough. We can take and give, after all, it's only stuff. Oh, 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 Everybody's got something to share. Everybody, you can show 'em that you care. Everybody's got something they can share.
There we go. Ujama.
All right, Adrian, it's all up to you. What are you thinking?
I liked how you sung how much people share, and for Miss Highland, I like how your font is. I was gonna be saying both for you two.
So finally, I guess we've got to call it. The winner of Amy versus Alden is both of us. It's a tie this week. And you know what? I kind of think that's in the spirit of Kwanzaa.
We've been tying all day.
We have been tying all day.
I'm so happy you guys were willing to come on today because I've learned so much because I really didn't know a lot about Kwanzaa when we started. And I really appreciate the principles of Kwanzaa. They're all principles that I also feel are very important to my life as well.
Thank you so much, Adrian, Arabia, Nyeemah, and Nia. You did a super duper job co-hosting with us today and sharing so much. We want to thank you so much. Okay, bye.
Bye.
I would love to see your artwork. Take a picture of it and share it with us on our Facebook page. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on all of our social media channels.